it could have been way worse, and now it is. Welcome, happy Monday. It's your girl B Octavia, and we're about to jump right in and talk about Shannon Sharpe. Now, Uncle Shay Shay is in a world of trouble because at this point in time, when there was one woman who came out, what happened with all the other black entertainers of the world? Once one woman comes through the gate, it's a flood of women saying the same thing. So today we need to break down this Shannon Sharpe lawsuit, give some great advice to him. I want my elders to know that just as we should take your advice, listen to your experiences, and, have a certain amount of respect for you guys, I think that it should be the same way with the younger generation. We want to feel heard. We may not know how to do a lot of things right at this moment in time, but we do know a thing or two that our aunties, our uncles, they just may not know. They may not know how advanced technology actually is, and it can get very spooky. So the NFL Hall of Famer has been hit with a lawsuit that could take 50 million of them things up out his pocket. So before I dig in, right before I dig in, I just want to outline what's the most important things that I will mention here. Important questions and statements that are most relevant to this situation and this turmoil and destruction of everything that he has worked hard for. Are wealthy black men being targeted? Is this just another money grab that may not work in the victim's favor? And number 3, is there any chance of this young woman winning this lawsuit? It could be broken into 2 different questions, but along with that question, I want to ask whether this woman wins or loses. What does that mean for the career that Shannon Sharpe has built way after playing? What does it mean for his podcast? What does it mean for where he already stepped down from ESPN? What does this mean? So, in my opinion, the video that got leaked on Shannon Sharpe's page, I think he went live or something like that, and he was getting his freak on. Well, that should have been enough for you to realize that it could have been way worse, and now it is. And that Michelle didn't sound like the Michelle from down the street. It sounded like Michelle that lived in the suburbs, Caucasian, white, picket fence, all of these things, maybe a dog, a pet dog. And it's no secret. It's no secret of what Shannon Sharpe likes. And it's no secret that he has a certain preference, and that's fine, right? No, not his preference. Okay? Because a lot of us have preferences. A lot of men have preferences. Some people leave it at skin tone. Some people leave it at body type. Some people say short, tall. It's a height thing. All of these different things, right, are preferences that you would want your partner to look like. It can be characteristics, personality traits. I can go on. Leonardo DiCaprio has a preference of not dating a woman over 26. I believe it's 26. And I'm already 28, so for the past 2 years, I've been so heartbroken. I think you're going to call me, yeah. And the difference between a lot of other men's preferences versus Shannon Sharpe's preference is that he has a very specific type of young lady that he is looking for. And it's a certain type of woman that could complicate any man's life. You know, the OF type. The type of woman that is outwardly sexual. And like I said, many women haven't came forward. It's 3 now. Don't get me wrong, it's 3 now, but it's one that looks really old. And she said she had a relationship with him 10 years ago. But I'm confused on if you look like that 10 years ago or you look like something else 10 years ago. So that's what I'm confused on with her. She doesn't fit the criteria. But he involves himself with women who are very young. Okay? And I don't know, like, some people think all older men are pervy and all older men are predators. But it's really no way that you can explain away pursuing somebody, having sexual relations with somebody who's 18 and you're well past 18. Like, she wasn't even alive when you was 18. And it's not to say, oh, I'm not, like, some black men is like, oh, I'm not marrying her, we just having fun, she's a legal age. Legal to me is 21. And, you know, it still can get a little creepy. And this specific ex-girlfriend that is behind the $50 million lawsuit is currently 20 years old. And the lawsuit states that she and Shannon Sharpe have been in a on and off relationship for the past 2 years. That would make her either 17 or 18. Depending on when her birthday is, I'm not digging into the bitch. Figuratively and literally. And like a lot of the comments say, I'm with the comments that say, oh, black women, this is not our fight. It's not ours. We would never do y'all like that. That's the thing. Like, some men think that child support is just so evil. Nigga, I could send you to jail for like 20 years. I could send you to jail. I can fabricate things. Like, what? We would never go that far, though. Come on now. It's really, you know, it's a shame. If Richard Pryor was around, he could have told you. Shit, I hope the one of Richard Pryor's last baby moms, I hope she's still alive, because she was a rider. He wasn't even gonna be in the child's life, and she still came back, and in sickness and in health took care of him when he was real old and shit. Yeah. Why do black men think that black women are so evil? Well, I know partly of not about that. I know partly of the reason why they seek out, you know, other races. They think it's gonna be some type of peace, but any woman that gets dug out and gets they freak on with a certain person and it's a whole vibe and shit like that, you can turn that girl nuts. And I'm sorry, Shannon, but this is bad. This is bad. She was 18 years old. I'm going to just keep it at 18. I don't even want to go to 17 because that's going to disgust me. 18 years old. You ain't had no business messing with that girl. You ain't had no business messing with Gabrielle. Yep. Named Gabrielle. And, I mean, it's 2025. Conversations been leaked, you know, without the other party knowing all the time. You don't think you being recorded? But see, here's where I feel like old girl is not going to get the amount that she wants to get, is because she is not only a OF girl, but she's into that BDSM shit. You know, the whips, the chains, the tying up, the choking, all of these things. The list can go on and on. That shit is just too insane to even keep talking about. You feel me? But I think that that's going to be something that she has to explain, because the type of talking that he was saying, and I'm going to choke you in front of people. First of all, both of them had tones that was not like, it wasn't no pressure behind it. I don't know. It was dry. It was dry. That's what made me feel like, okay, this is some BDSM shit. You know, he is the master, and then I can't say what she is, but the roles are reversed, people. I don't know. I just feel like I wish he was smarter than to have several conversations over the phone. We know your voice, Unc. That's how we knew it was you on the live video. Your voice is too distinct. I'm so like, oh my God. And something that people are saying now is that, you know, he seems distracted in his recent interview with Bow Wow. He seemed like he's spacing out, and he is going through a lot. And I think that that's why some people, like, when their name is in controversy, they kind of slow down from their extracurricular activities. And I get it. He made his podcast a business. Well, he and Ocho made his podcast into a success. He made Club Shay Shay into a success as well. And I wouldn't want to stop, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with his channels. I don't know what's going to happen with his podcast. I hope that some Johnny Depp shit happens and homegirl got to pay for all his legal counsel and all of that, because women are very dangerous and we're smart. Like, I ain't giving her no kudos because I be scared that a nigga gonna chop my head off or something. Just realistically speaking, I don't be playing games like that. If it's something that really need a lawsuit, then they need a lawsuit. But the fact that you are a hypersexual young lady, your profession and your occupation is gonna make things a little bit tricky. Cause shit, I would love for him to be able to find out some other clients of hers and figure out what happened with them and all that. Hey, listen, I'm thinking on a whole different level. Bring them as witnesses to the court. This bitch is sick. And honestly, like, Shannon should have known too. He bust his ass in the NFL. He worked hard for his millions. You should have known that there will be a young girl out there with no drive to become successful with her own dedication. A girl that wants to be taken care of and she want the big bucks and she dip. You should have known better than to be fucking with somebody like that. Monique was right. All of us was right. All us black women. That's why we throwing our hands up. I don't want them to go to jail. I think it's civil. I think it's a civil lawsuit. But who knows what can happen with that. That's still not to be played with. So, the young hoes killed Kevin Samuels. That pussy is not for you. You could have died, Shannon. You could have literally died. Like, in the pussy. Like, in it. You know? You could have found a lady of any race in her 30s. I mean, you're up there. What the fuck? 20? At this point in time? And she was 18 and 19? That should be too childish for you, Shannon. So, let's go back to the questions. Are wealthy black men being targeted? Yes. They are being targeted, but they are being set up in a game that they've seen before. I'm tired of saying I told you so. And maybe that's why they don't see themselves being with us as black women. We will be the first to tell you when you're wrong. Other race women, especially them Caucasians, they only see dollar signs. They're not going to tell you you're wrong. They're not going to tell you you're wrong. I will listen to my partner and be open to realizing that I'm not right in a certain situation. So they've seen this before. He got set up in a game that he's seen, literally, around guys in the NFL. He's seen it. Just like Diddy, just like Bill Cosby, just like a lot of them. It's going to come back on you. And I'm not saying that these certain allegations of Shannon Sharpe are true. That's not what I'm saying. He might have to pay a little something. She ain't take the 10 million or the 13, whatever he was, whatever he countered with. She ain't take that. So she want that 50 mil or nothing. I hope that she ready to wage that. Because I hope it don't be nothing. She need to spend the next 10 years busting her ass for less than 25% of his income when he was in the NFL. Like, what the fuck? But, hey, you can't be fucking with people that's out of your tax bracket either. Like, you could have found somebody better than that. Anybody can toot their ass up and lean over on the bed and make it look good. That don't mean she got a fat ass. I will pray for you, brother. But we wouldn't have did you like that. We wouldn't have did you like that.